Hi guys, welcome DIY Mummies. Today I will be making a Norwegian dress for my daughter for their international week. These are the materials I'll be needing for drafting the pattern. Stay with me, ladies. This is the measurement I'll be using today, and here we go. First thing first is to measure the shoulder to shoulder measurements, divide by 2 and then mark your spots. Then you need to measure your shoulder to bust point. Do this on both sides and connect the lines. Connect the lines, ladies. Remember that whatever measurement you get on your shoulder to shoulder points, you also apply it on your bust point line and draw a straight line as I just did. For the neckline, I went in 4 inches wide and 8 inches deep. You can use any measurement of your choice. This is the one I decided to use because she will be wearing a shirt inside the dress. For my shoulder slope, I will be going down 1.5 inch when I connect. I'll also be connecting my neckline. I hope you guys are with me. We're almost done, okay? Now you get your taperule and place it under that slope I did earlier. Bend it into 2 equal parts, then mark that spot as your center armhole. Go in by 1/2 inch and then curve. But before you curve, you need to get your bust line. On your bust line, you get your bust around divided by 4, which is 7 here. And it's that exact point, so I didn't need to add any extra line. Then you curve neatly. Very simple. Please ignore my serene here. I don't know why I decided to start shading. Ladies, remember to label so we're not going to use back as front and front as back. Don't mind me, guys. Back into work. Let's measure the half length, which is the waist. You measure from your shoulder to your waist point and you connect the dots as usual. Measure your shoulder to hip just as a guide for your darts. Now go back to your waistline and measure your waist around. Divide by 4 and place your measurement there and connect. Do the same on your hip line. On your waistline, go in by 3 inches and on that 3 inches dot, you measure 1/2 inch on both sides and connect the lines. It's going to give you like a diamond shape. You know you are going up from the hip line by 2 inches. That's the standard way of measuring your darts. Connect. Remember that you're going to replace this dart on the side as I'm going to do now. Exactly. I just measured 1 inch and I replaced it. Ladies, it is very important that you replace your darts. If you don't replace your darts, it's that your clothes is too tight or it will not even zip up. Replace your darts today. Thank you. This is me just trying to be creative with my waistline. You know, they always taught me that we should not just cut it from the waist, like we should slant it. So I was trying to see maybe I should make a belt, or just a waistband. But at the end of the day, I actually added the waistband here, but I didn't use it. So I decided to just come up on that point there. I came up by 1/2 inch and just curved it so that by the time I cut it on the fabric, it will just be curved to give me like a curved shape in the front. Well, if you're trying to get a waistband for a dress, you can actually go with this. This is actually a good way of cutting out a waistband. So this is the point where I start cutting, one of my favorite parts. So you cut out from the waist upwards. That's that waistband I added, even though I'm going to still remove it, but that's it there. Cut out the waistband as seen. Let's go straight into the back pattern, which is very similar. Same step of getting your measurement from your shoulder to shoulder divided by 2. Apply it there. Also apply your shoulder to bust point and also measure your neckline. In this one, your neckline is just going to be the same 4 inches wide, but deep it will be just 1 inch because your back neck is high. Afterwards, you measure your slope still 1.5 and do the same armhole process for your back. Ignore the 1 inch I went in for the back, because this is the back. I really don't want any curve there, so I just went in just maybe 0.2 centimeters. Measure your waistline and measure your hip line as we did in the front, and apply your waist around divided by 4 on your waistline, hip around divided by 4 on your hip line. Here I'm measuring the zip dart. I went in by 1 inch, and I also went in by 3 inches on the waistline, and the other one is for my regular darts. The first one zip dart, the second one regular darts. Do the same dart measurement, half inch, and draw your diamond shape. Then the third dart, which I just wrote center back on, is a replacement of all the darts. You are going to replace that first 1 inch and also replace the second 1 inch. Everything must be replaced on the side to make sure that the measurement is accurate. After replacing your measurement, all you need to do now is to cut out your pattern. Very simple, isn't it, guys? I'm cutting out the zip darts. You have to make sure you cut out the zip darts. After replacing it, then you label. You need to label your pattern, especially if you're a beginner, so you don't make mistakes. Label it so that you know where you are folding on your fabric and where you need to cut through. Okay, so here I've cut out all the darts and I've labeled. Next step is to sew. You can use a cellotape, as I just showed you, to cover those darts, so you don't need to sew your dart on the fabric. If you close those darts, when you place your paper to cut on your fabric, it will already be flawless and seamless. To watch the video of me cutting and sewing this dress in just a few minutes, guys, check out my page. You see it there. It's very detailed. Look how my baby is looking. Look at my Norwegian baby. Hey. Guys, hook up with me on this page. I'll be giving you guys back to back mommy vibes. Let's go. I got you. Mwah.